What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 76, and yes, here we are. It's the Champions League round of 16, and finally we are having the tie against Real Madrid. Now, of course, you would have seen this tie that was drawn many episodes ago. I'm sure you've been waiting for it very patiently. Yes, here it is. It is the Champions League round of 16 tie against Real Madrid. The first leg is going to be here at Carrow Road in England, so it's going to be an awesome tie. It's going to be super hard, but I still believe we can knock out the Spanish giants. But anyway, we only made a couple of changes from the side that drew with Chelsea on the weekend. Chambers and Olsen came in at fullback. Jennings came in as well. Other than that, the same players stayed out there. So just a change at fullback, change for both fullbacks and one on the wing. But other than that, the side was perfectly fine. So it was going to be a really interesting battle between Callum Chambers and Cristiano Ronaldo, I'd say that much. Because the Real Madrid side, of course, is absolutely incredible. With so many incredible players in that side. It's absolutely ridiculous. They've got players like Hazard they can bring off the bench. That's how good their attacking lineup is. And yeah, it's an awesome side. And yeah, it was going to be a very difficult game. But the first chance did come in the second minute, and yes, it was Real Madrid. Luka Modric playing the ball through to Cristiano Ronaldo, goes one-on-one, but Forster makes a really good save. So early on, it was all Real Madrid. He see Marcelo taking on Callum Chambers here. Like I said, Chambers was going to have a really difficult night up against Ronaldo, and of course Marcelo as well. But the cross was met by the far post by the header by Ronaldo, I think it was, but it was a brilliant save, and it was still 0-0. And from the resulting corner, Ronaldo crosses the ball in towards Rafael Varane. It's up in the air, it comes to Khedira. Khedira finds Isco. Isco plays it back to Khedira. Wonderful ball inside. Ramos with the shot. Well saved by Forster. So what a fantastic first few minutes the goalkeeper was having. He'd need to have a fantastic first few minutes to deny Real Madrid's advances. And Ronaldo coming through once again here. This time his half volley just goes wide at the post. So still 0-0, and Real Madrid were just completely dominating. And in the 16th minute here, Marcelo gets on the ball, crosses the ball in, and Gareth Bale's header just goes over the bar. So it was all Real Madrid. Callum Chambers was struggling so much, he really was, as to be expected really. And in the 29th minute here, Smalling can't catch up with Gareth Bale. Bale plays it back towards Ronaldo. Ronaldo holds off Leroy Fer, our captain, takes aim. Great save by Forster. The chance is still alive. Comes to Di Maria. Olsen can't beat him to the ball. It's crossed in, it's cleared away. Real Madrid keep the pressure on, but we managed to clear the ball away. It comes to Anthony. Anthony finds Redmond. We use our pace on the counter attack. Redmond takes on Marcelo, gets around him a bit luckily, but even so, plays it through to Anthony, chips it inside of Wijnaldum on the half volley. Brilliant save by Muslera, and it's a good save by the former Galatasaray goalkeeper. So still 0-0 somehow, but we are finally getting ourselves back into the game here. And from the corner, Jennings crosses it towards Chris Smalling. It's up in the air, comes to Wijnaldum, takes aim, and again, it's a really good save by Muslera. So still 0-0, and on the stroke of half time, Ronaldo's corner was once again crossed towards the edge of the area. It came up in the air, it came to Sergio Ramos, and his shot went straight into the gloves of Fraser Forster. He rolled it out to Callum Chambers, and yeah, that signalled the end of the first half. So a really difficult first half. It was just action-packed, as you'd expect. Real Madrid were just peppering our goal with shots, but Fraser Forster was making some incredible saves, so still 0-0. But in the 53rd minute here, Di Maria got played forward, took aim from outside the area, and it was a really good strike right into the bottom corner. Fraser Forster had a fantastic game up until this point, but he just couldn't get to that one, sadly, and Di Maria makes it 1-0 to Real Madrid. It was coming, but Di Maria gets it. Had to sub off Callum Chambers as well. The young man just couldn't do it. I mean, you know, all the attacks were coming down the left-hand side. They really were, and brought on Klein, and that signalled the end of Callum Chambers' night. But he sees us go on a counter-attack here in the 66th minute. Wijnaldum rises to the challenge of Modric. Nice fake shot to get around his man. Plays it to Dale Jennings. Jennings has all the time in the world to pick out a cross. Crosses the ball to the far post, headed away. It comes to Wijnaldum. Wijnaldum gives it to Leroy Fer. Not the best of passes. His shot is blocked, but it comes to Anthony on the half volley. What an incredible half volley. The technique on that was perfect. Right into the bottom corner, in off the inside of the post, no chance for Muslera, and out of nothing in the 68th minute, Norwich were on level terms. It was just ridiculous. The shot by Fer was blocked, and the volley, look at this for technique, absolutely perfect. No chance for Muslera, and that makes it 1-1. So we're on level terms, out of nothing, and Real Madrid could not believe it. All of their chances, all of their possession, as things stand, was only going to count for a little. But here you see Ronaldo get on the ball here, go down the left-hand side. Again, Ronaldo, as you'd expect, just tearing things up down that left flank. But Kirikez intercepts the ball, gives it to McCarthy. It's cleared away here. Forster, sorry. It's cleared away. Eventually, the ball comes out to Wijnaldum. Wijnaldum with a reverse step over, gets past Ramos, and then blasts the ball into the back of the net. and out of nowhere we were in front in this game. Wijnaldum makes it 2-1, so Norwich 2, Real Madrid 1. Out of nothing we were in front, and what a substitution it was to bring on Klein for Callum Chambers as well, because all of the chances that Real Madrid had basically came from down that left flank, but since we brought Klein on, they had no chances whatsoever. We had a great chance to make it 3-1 here. Wijnaldum with a great chance for his second goal of the game, but it's a good save by Muslera. It comes back to him, and his shot is easily saved by the former Galatasaray goalkeeper. So it does finish Norwich 2, Real Madrid 1. An absolutely incredible night at Carrow Road. Cannot believe we won that game. We did not deserve to win it at all. I should have shown the match stats. It was absolutely ridiculous. Real Madrid completely dominated us, but we did get the win. What a performance by Fraser Forster. What a signing he looks to have been. The giant goalkeeper made some brilliant stops in there, and we did get a 2-1 victory, so I'm really pleased about that. Of course, Real Madrid will still probably feel like they got the upper hand. They got an away goal in that game, so just a 1-0 victory at the Bernabeu will do it for them. And let's be honest, we're not going to keep a clean sheet at the Bernabeu, but even so, I'm still pleased to get a win. That is a huge win. Never thought it was going to be possible, but we did get the win, and I'm very happy about that. So a 2-1 victory, and there's real belief now. We go to the Bernabeu, we go to Spain and Madrid, and there's going to be real belief. If we play well defensively and possibly nick a couple of goals on the break, we could probably go ahead and go through it. It's going to be tough, don't get me wrong, but even so, there's real belief now, and that's great news for us. But anyway, after the incredible night at Carrow Road in the week, we had to get back to a game on the weekend against Aston Villa in the FA Cup, so it wasn't going to be as big as a game, as you saw me just resting the entire side, but even so, I did want to win it. But we rested the entire side once again. I just thought, I don't really care about the FA Cup, but I did say, of course, a few episodes ago that I want a good cup run to distract us from our league form, but now we could probably be starting to pick up results in the league, and of course the Champions League. That win against Real Madrid was incredible, so the FA Cup once again is the priority, which is the least of my concerns. It's not a priority at all. It's nothing to me. So we did take on Villa at Villa Park, and I still want to win it, don't get me wrong. Of course, if we win this, we'll go through to the quarterfinals, so I still do want to win it, but if we do go out, I'm not going to be bothered, and that's exactly why I picked a backup side. But Villa had a great good side there. Of course, no Fraser Forster for them anymore. We poached him from Paul Lambert's side, so Tim Krul, the former Newcastle man, was in goal. But the first chance came to us when Ravel Morrison tackled the Aston Villa man. The ball came to Odalusi, and what a strike it was by our number 26 into the back of the net. I think Tim Krul will be a little bit disappointed there. He was outside the area. It wasn't the most powerful of strikes, or the accurate one either, or very accurate either, but even so, it's 1-0 to us, and that's all that matters. But in the 10th minute here, Odalusi gets on the ball, plays it through to Ravel Morrison down the left-hand side, takes on Loughton, plays it back into Odalusi, skips past Kieran Clark here, takes aim, but his shot is brilliantly saved by Tim Krul, so sadly, Odalusi can't make it 2 goals from 2 shots, and Krul does make a really smart stop down to his right-hand side, so it's still 1-0 at this stage. But from the corner, Townsend crosses the ball in, and there is Ross Barkley. Barkley gets his head to the ball, puts it into the back of the net, and I know a few of you have been saying I should look to sell Ross Barkley because he's not growing, and I do know that is a fact, but even so, I do like Ross Barkley, so that was a really good header, and it's 2-0, and he almost got an assist there as well, but Townsend's shot was well saved by Tim Krul, and then the volley from Townsend, or the half volley I think it was well saved again, so still 2-0. But in the 48th minute here, Villa have a good chance. The cross came in, and it was a real sitter by the man diving in, not sure who it was there, but it was still 2-0, and a corner in the 61st minute, Sean Morrison's header just goes wide of the post, so still 2-0. And in the 65th minute, Fabian Delph loses out to Odalusi. He was having a great game here, plays the ball down to Townsend. Townsend gets past Luna with a stop, gives it back to Odalusi. Odalusi finds Townsend. Townsend takes aim, but again Tim Krul makes a really strong save. Still 2-0, and in the 69th minute here, the chip ball goes over the top. Cork with an awful header back towards McCarthy, and eventually the shot was well saved by McCarthy, so still 2-0, but we didn't clear it very well. It came back to Loughton here. Loughton down the right hand side, looking for a pass, gives it off to Gary Gardner. Gardner plays it back to him, crosses the ball in towards Darren Bent, and his header is well saved by McCarthy once again. So 2-0 the final score. We're through to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. That is fantastic. I'm really pleased with that, and like I said, I didn't really care too much, but if there's a trophy to be won, I want to win it, of course, because as things stand, we're probably not going to win any trophies this year. We can win the FA Cup, that would be great news for us. So we are through to the next round of the FA Cup, and that is fantastic news for us. But the Norwich board also tell us we're doing very well at the moment. That's great, because we were coming under a bit of fire lately, but now we're starting to play really well. So Norwich board let us know they're happy with our performance now. And as always, guys, a big thank you for watching today's video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like, so much appreciated. It really does help my channel out. So leaving a like would really help me out, and I'll see you for next episode of Career Mode, hopefully tomorrow.